Hey Lenny, today one of the things I'm doing is I'm looking at a song I wrote like many years ago. I started writing, I need to finish it. It's called Canto in Italiano, which basically means I sing in Italian. And I wrote it because I was inspired to write it because I would observe performers in Bristol, which is where I lived at the time. And one way that could be guaranteed to attract the attention of the audience would be to suddenly sing in a foreign language. Anyway, I found the chords on my RC50 here, my loop station from so long ago. But anyway, here. Hey, do you like it? It's like a bit Latin thing. What do you think? Yeah. So, we're going to have a go. So that's the verse part, it's very simple. Then the chorus gets a bit more complicated. Goes back to the verse. So it's kind of an Antonio Carlos Jobim inspired tune. So, but what I found is when it goes into the chorus, it starts sort of modulating, like changing the key quite a bit. And the question was, does it use every single note on the musical scale, all 12 notes? Because I have a feeling when I wrote it, that's something I wanted to do, and so I need to find out now, does it do that? So let's give this a go. Right. All right. Oh yeah. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the notes that I'm using. This is a very important technique for songwriting, right? Oh, all right. Oh yeah. So we use the C, okay. There we are, and then B flat. So good. Oh, careful there, don't fall off. Okay, right. So where were we? All right. Okay. Oh, right. So, oh yeah. That'd be really annoying. It would be really annoying if I found that it used only 11 notes of the scale, right? I mean, that would be really annoying. Come on. Right. That's my favourite bit. Right, so we got this one here. I need to write the chords out for this thing. Oh, that's going to be fun, right? Come on, stick. There we go. I lost track where we were. Hang on. All right, here we go. That's a cheeky little bit in the tune there, isn't it? Da 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 da. Oh yeah, well, we're doing well. We got there's the F sharp. God, stick today. Thank you. Oh yeah, we got that one. There we go. Ooh, got the E, yeah, that's good, yeah, okay, there we go. Nearly there. Alright, here we go, right. those ones are. So that actually means that I do have this one here. Okay. Right. And chorus. Oh. Right. Oh, yeah, we got nearly there. Oh, and there's the C up here, so that's the same as this C down here. And we did get that one just now, right? And it's only the D. Well, that's interesting because the first chord of this song is actually D. Let me see. Look, stop falling over. You're spoiling my video. I said you could keep me company and help me out if you behave yourself. Right. So. Just stop this. Yeah, so the point is that I've now got to all of C, B, D flat, E flat, E F, F sharp or G flat, A flat, B flat, and G and A and B. We're back to C again, and only the D is missing. So it does look like the tune may not actually have a D in it, which is a bit weird because the actual first chord of the song, which is usually the key of the song, is that, in effect, which is a D major 9. And the song doesn't actually have, the tune doesn't actually have a D in it. So, on the other hand, I quite like the fact that the tune doesn't seem to have a D in it. I need to confirm that, but that's kind of cool. It doesn't actually have a D when the key is D, at least at the start. Let's confirm this. Hang on. Right. Yeah, I mean that actually, it doesn't have a D. I mean, you can, if you improvise, I reckon. Yeah. It's quite natural to have a D. I don't like this. I want every note in the scale. It shouldn't be difficult to put the root note in. Okay, hang on. right. So basically, what happened is the tune got modified in my head so that it was, which is quite nice. But in actual fact, it's even better if at that point we play the only note that has not appeared in the entire melody, which is also the root note of the chord, of the first chord. And when you do that, it goes like this. Right. But actually, it's a passing note even there. I mean, but it's played if we do it like this. So. I really like that. So the whole melody that then makes, yes, we have all the notes of the scale. So I'm very happy with that. And there's this important little thing, because I mean, you can imagine every note. I mean, there is something nice about not using the root note, but I think it's better to use them all here, and I think I prefer that variation. So what we have then as the tune is like it. It's like, or did you just have a moment of revelation about songwriting, Lenny? You're being. Can you just stay still? What's the matter with you? Behave. Right. It's a bit boring for the verse, but and then we get to the chorus. So what we get then is, but I have to point out one thing is important. I do this a lot. That particular interval. The interval. I do that a lot. It's like this interval is 1, 2, 3, 3 notes up. As a minor third, and it's interesting where you get things that influence you in your music composition. If you listen to my compositions, it's like that's actually quite common, and why? Dino, 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 Dino. It's my name. So it's my mother always used to. She was calling me Dino. Way. No, anyway, sorry. The millennial. Anyway. So the other thing about music, the composition of tunes. I'm not going into the chords much. Well, I can say that Actually, it's probably useful just to have a little point. That's a major 7, but what I do is I play a major 9, actually. But it's modulating up and down one semitone, so so it comes back again, and it's one of my favourite things is just take a major 9 chord and just modulate it up and down. It has this lovely effect. So of course the melody at that point is not, it's going to be difficult to get too intricate around a chord that is modulating by a semitone. So that's why the pattern is very simple on here. You know, really, Lenny. So anyway. So that's on the, it's on that modulating. And then when we get to the chorus, oh, that was the thing I wanted to point out. It's like, in order to make it interesting, it's all to do with timing. I mean, these days, groove is practically dead in music. I mean, at least in you know, sort of popular genres of music. It's, you would have something like, and it's totally boring, but what you do is the rhythm is important. If you listen to the way this works, it's like, first of all, it's not, there's a little delay before this note is played, and so that little tiny delay creates a moment of suspense. The moment of suspense draws you into the tune. Oh. Where it is you. And this is something I'm very passionate about, is this thing in music of the feel that you get. You just from these two notes. It's like the way you play the 2 notes affects the feeling. Here we go. Very small delay. We can make the delay a little longer. That's a bit too long. That just feels like a chore. We can be completely on time, which, you know, is this illusory or this delusional perfect. And that's the way a lot of music, modern music, is these days. It's very, it's got nothing in it. Make a little delay. Da-da. It's almost like da-da-da, da-da-da. Draws you in. And the funny thing is there's no beat going on here. I don't know if you can hear it. It's like, what's the reference? It's intention. And then there's this. So what's happening here is it's like, Dino, oh really, really, Dino, oh really, really, Dino. And it's like, and so this actual do is kind of happy-ish, which is interesting because how it's descending a minor third. So yeah, that'd be the major, that's a major third. So it's a minor third but somehow sounds happy. Right. And now that interval, that, which is actually a major third down, actually sounds sad because it's dropped one semitone. But I did point out that that's a major third, and that's a minor third. But in my ear, and then, and then this. Don't think that is just. There's timing in there. I'm exaggerating. We lose all of that in modern music. It just goes because it's just been quantized. And now the other thing is to bear in mind that you've got different ways that you can play these two notes. I mean, even there, as you could hear, there is a musicality to it that comes from just slightly varying the timing. In fact, there's all kinds of ways you can play those two notes to create different feelings. That's got kind of a jaunt to it. That's got kind of insistence to it. So there's dynamics, the volume as well plays in. It's like, yeah, I don't really care too much. That's a bit pompous. There it is playing the notes sort of short. That one's kind of a bit cheeky. It feels a little like lumberjacky. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay, right? Or there's a galloping kind of feel to that one. So you can do. So what you do is you vary it a little bit to maintain the interest. So and maybe you give a little skip. Really a pianist. That's why I make mistakes all the time. But so that's it. So that's that part. Then when it comes to the chorus, it's like that. This note it starts on this A, which is actually the fifth of the D. So I'm not starting with the root, I'm starting with the fifth. But it kind of makes, if I start, it's like starting with the fifth, you can almost hear the root. I mean, it's just the way. But anyway. But then it. And of course, this is being picked out to go along with the chords. Which I've not got them written out, but that's not the point here. Timing. So it's like, that's kept in suspense. That kind of drags on, right, a little. It's like, what's happening? I mean, because otherwise I could just go in. No, but it's and there's a kind of a sign of a movement there. Right? Not. That means nothing. No, it's. And holding on that note. It sort of pulls. There's kind of an emotional pull that comes from that. And the next bit. So you can almost hear it's a bit like speech. There is something being said. I mean, that's the thing about music. It's supposed to be communication. I mean, a lot of modern music, it's the same song over and over again, and nothing's really being said other than, I guess, we're all the same. We're all robots. We're all part of a machine. You know, rah, way to go. It's the same message. But there's a whole richness in the way that melodies work. I dare say it's almost like a dying art when you listen to a lot of music out there. Nobody works with melody. Not a lot of the time. Melody is just a kind of thing that's sort of sprinkled on the top as a bit of a garnish instead of being like, the main course. But so it's like, do. It's like saying, dude, I have something to tell you. It's something that is something important to. This might be our lyrics. Important to see. All right, and then the next bit is. It's like, yeah, you don't need lyrics. Listen. Ah. And we can almost see it's like it's important to me. You almost important to me. Now that you can sense that it's got a kind of, oh yeah, I'm making a statement now. I'm getting, it's important to me. It's sort of like, yeah, I'm making a firm statement about it. And then that was the bit where I was investigating, which is nice. It is what this does. It suggests a shift. So it's like, I'm pretty sure what I'm thinking, but on the other hand, and that's like that. And that melody there, that line, is sort of, you hear what it's saying. There's a kind of a wistfulness at the end of that. It's like, so we had a moment of, oh yes, and then, but on the other hand, things could be so wonderful. It sort of opens up. And it kind of leaves it hanging. That's so that's what I'm saying. Do you understand me? And it's left hanging so that it comes back in to the and the change I'm making in here and that bit, it actually makes sense, but I want to play this note so it becomes and actually that works very well as well. In fact, the fact that I'm repeating that with the previous way is actually less variation. We can go. Alright, so yeah, no. Start from the beginning. I've lost my way. Right. And that actually softens that transition from the. That's sort of gentler. And so that note actually then ends up in there and actually plays a much better role. And one of the things is that you'll pick up when you're listening to the melody subconsciously that this note was never played in the melody, the D. So the moment that it is played, it's unexpected. Anyway, here we go. So the end result